Jason Carey here, National Urban League Small Business Matters, brought to you by Nationwide. Today we get a chance to sit down with entrepreneur turned corporate executive, Steve Canal. Let's get to it. Jason Carey here with National Urban League Small Business Matters, brought to you by Nationwide. I get to sit down with Steve Canal from Miller Coors. Steve, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
First of all, I just want to, what is your title with Miller Coors, and kind of explain your role to the people watching today?
Definitely, National Community Affairs at Miller Coors.
Okay.
So I manage our national partners on a national level, all of our nonprofit partners, and I also commercialize and create national programs along with our partners for Miller Coors. So I bring our brands to life, find the message within our brands. When you look at Miller Lite, it's the original light beer. It disrupted the beer industry by creating the light beer category. So finding a message within entrepreneurship, and that entrepreneur who's also trying to disrupt the category and scale their business and give them that platform and an opportunity with a machine like Miller Coors.
A lot of people don't know that they created that.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't know that. Coors Light also invented recycling, which a lot of people don't know, but they didn't patent it because they wanted the world to be able to utilize and use it.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right. A little nugget in there.
Yep.
This series is, we want entrepreneurs to know that they can take their skill set and their experiences and ascend. But not many executives have a story like yours.
Right.
So I want you to take us all the way back. All the way back to how you began, how you started, and how you were able to ascend.
Yeah, I have kind of an unconventional story. You know, typically people go into corporate America and then they become an entrepreneur. Well, I started as an entrepreneur.
Okay.
I had a small business boutique agency. I was working with the U.S. Army, Delta, American Airlines, McDonald's, doing a lot of national campaigns and events on a national scale. But in 2008, the economy hit, you know, where you feel as if you can always get those checks and money will always come in. We had a recession, and, you know, being young and being an entrepreneur, and not having the right advisory around me, you know, I made mistakes, and I had a 6-7 figure business that crumbled to nothing, to zero, you know, and I was able to build that back up as the economy came on board, and working with Miller Coors as an actual client. So they saw the work that I was doing in the Atlanta market, and asked, you know, for me to come on board and support their initiatives within the country when you look at multicultural, because, you know, a lot of businesses around that time wanted to focus on multicultural, you know, consumers. So the GM at the time asked me to come on board, which I did. I knew nothing about beer, outside of them being a client and doing pure activation, guerrilla marketing in the streets, working with street teams, you know, bringing their brands to life. You know, they asked me to come on board, and I did. But I didn't, you know, not understanding the full scope of the industry, I wanted to go into sales, which I did. So in sales, I got to purely understand how the industry works. From working with distributors to working with customers, store resets, you know, the difference in why it's important for certain packages to be aligned, right-hand doors, like, you know, I learned the entire business. And from there, I was able to, you know, go into marketing. I was able to take my key learnings from sales and implement them into creating marketing tactics, because I understood how the consumer worked. I understood what was important to our distributor, and I understood what was important to our customer. So getting your feet dirty and getting that groundwork is very vital and important. You know, nowadays people just expect to get into an industry, be an entrepreneur, and just grow your business without doing the hard work. And I always tell them, you can't Google experience. You have to put the work in to understand what it is in the industry that you're working in to be able to grow your business. So being able to put all that together, I was able to grow within Miller Coors, going from sales to marketing to now being in a role where I get to put those worlds together and impact our community. I control the dollars for the AA market in our community when you look at nonprofit organizations. You know, the National Urban League is one of our biggest partners. The National Urban League Young Professionals. I heavily invest into that because I know the work that they do, and they have similar, you know, beliefs with economic empowerment, with, you know, impacting our communities from creating jobs, financial literacy, and putting people in a position to succeed. And that falls with entrepreneurs as well. We develop national entrepreneurship programs to give them that insight, because it's not always about money, it's about the information.
Steve, you did that so well that I don't even have to ask any more questions. We can stop there. I want to thank you for coming and sitting down with us today. This is the National Urban League Small Business Matters, brought to you by Nationwide.